Hello, my name is Michael Thornton, and I am the Associate Professor of Horn at the University of Colorado at Boulder. I'm also the Principal Horn of the Colorado Symphony. I'm here today to talk to you about the 2013 All-State materials. What you just heard was the Pottag Preparatory Melody number 42. In this etude, I find that clarity is the most important element for which we strive. And that clarity comes in three forms. We are looking for clarity of the pitch, clarity of the articulation, and clarity of the rhythm. When talking about the first two elements, clarity of pitch and the articulation, I believe it's very important to have an excellent hand position. And the best way that we can go about making a very solid hand position is to start by making the surface of the palm quite firm. When we firm this up and keep these four fingers closed tightly like this, then we simply take the thumb and lay it over the index finger like so. The thumb now creates a guideline that tells us exactly how far we should put the hand into the horn. When we go to do this, we just simply take the hand and put it in until we get to that first thumb. Now when you look at this, the throat may look very open to many of you, more than what you're used to, but this type of position lends a great deal of clarity to the sound. When talking about the pitches, it is very important that we discuss the grace notes, as they are most likely the biggest culprit for clarity in this etude. In the third bar, when we are moving from the A to G, it is very effective to play both pitches on the B flat side. So B flat 1, 2 for the A, followed by B flat 1 for the G, like so. If you are watching, you may have noticed that I also follow by using the F sharp on T1-2 and then the G on T1. So in that entire sequence, I am only moving the second valve. Then, in the next bar, the grace note from G to F, I play the G on the F horn, followed by the F on the B flat horn, like so. By doing this, it allows you to have a very quick and tight grace note, which will sound very accurately. When we're talking about clarity of the rhythm, it's very important first to simply be aware of the many different rhythmic markings that are available in this etude. Even in the exact same notes, there are times that they need to be articulated differently. Be very careful that the very beginning of the etude is slurred, while 4 bars later, the pickup to bar 5 is the exact same music but articulated. So please take great care to watch the different articulations as they go by. The third component to which I will speak is the idea of rhythmic clarity. And in an etude like this, there is an opportunity to compress the rests and rush the rhythms. In order to avoid doing that, I like to practice with a metronome. And in the idea of clarity, I'm going to set this metronome to the lowest available marking, which for this etude was 68 to the dotted quarter. When I set the metronome to 68, this now tells us the speed at which the dotted quarter must happen, but when I'm trying to make sure that I hold the place of that 8th rest correctly, I like to practice by actually placing a note there, and I simply repeat the previous note. By doing that, I insert a placeholder that shows me exactly how much time that rest should take. So I like to practice like this. By practicing like that, slower and several times in a row, I ingrain the amount of time that that rest should take. So then, when I play it as written, I simply feel like I'm playing that other note in the gap. I hope that these pointers help you make a very good audition tape. Should any questions arise in your process, please do not hesitate to contact me at the University of Colorado. I would be happy to try to be helpful in anyone's process, and I wish you all the greatest success in your auditioning, and I hope that you have an excellent year.